Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another video lecture by Come Microbiologist. So we already talked about the 60 MCQs in the two video, means we covered the 60 MCQs in the two videos lecture of the chapter number 2. If you missed this, so you can go back and watch it. It is also present in the description box, you can check it. Today in this video we are going to talk about the rest of the 30 MCQs that is related to the chapter number 2. So let's start. Now 61 number MCQ says that which of the following genera is most likely to contain organism capable of surviving high temperature. So the organism that can survive at a high temperature, so the correct option is Torula. C is the correct option, Torula. The major role of minor elements inside living organism. So the major role of the minor inside the organism, so it is mostly 62. So it is cofactor of enzyme. A is the correct option. 63 MCQ says that the apparatus used to maintain a continuous culture, so we call that chemostat. A is the correct option. MCQs number 64 says that the test used to detect diminution of the amino acid by bacteria. So the test used to detect diminution of amino acid to the bacteria, that is Nisler reagents test. A is the correct option. 65 MCQ says that diphtheria is caused by, so A is the correct option. Diphtheria is caused by Chronium bacterium diphtheria. MCQs number 66 says that Koplik spot observed in mucous membrane is characteristic feature of the disease. So it is actually the disease. So it is actually the measles type of disease. B is the correct option. MCQs number 67 says that a bacterium containing prophage, what we call that? We call that lysogen. B is the correct option. 68 MCQ says that the most infectious foodborne disease is what? So it is mostly botulism. D is the correct option. An example for common airborne epidemic disease, so the example is influenza. A is the correct option. 70 MCQ says that viral genome can become integrate into the bacterial genome. What we call that? We mostly call that temperate prophage. So B is the correct option. 71 MCQ says that residencies of the stored food is due to the activity of what? So it is due to the activity of the lipolytic microbes. D is the correct option. 72 MCQ says that virions meat. What is the virions meat? So virion is mostly infectious virus particle. A is the correct option. MCQs number 73 says that virulence of microorganism can be reduced. So can be reduced by the attenuation. A is the correct option. 74 MCQ says that the test used for the detection of typhoid fever. So for the detection of the typhoid fever we call that Vidal test. A is the correct option. Okay. 75 MCQ says that bacteriophage capable of only lytic growth is called. So it is called temperate. Okay, so what we call it temperate. Now diphtheria bacillus is otherwise known as, so what is the second name of the diphtheria bacillus? So the second name of the diphtheria bacillus is Klebsiella bacillus. B is the correct option. MCQs number 77 says that acridine dye are more effective against, so it is more effective against gram-positive bacteria. Is the correct option. In bacteria, pigment bearing structure are called what? Pigment bearing structure called as chromatopods. D is the correct option. The procedure of differential staining of bacteria was called by, so it was called by HC gram. B is the correct option. 80 MCQ says that intermediate group of the pathogen between bacteria and virus, which are intracellular parasites, what we call that? We mostly call that rickettsia. B is the correct option. Bacillus is the example of what? So bacillus is actually the example of gram-positive bacteria. A is the correct option. MCQs 82 says that anaerobic dysentery in human is caused by, so it is mostly caused by So it is mostly caused by entoamoeba histolytica. So D is the correct option. 83 MCQ says that viral genome that can become integrate into bacterial genome. What we call that? We mostly call that prophage. So A is the correct option. Cytochromes are what? So cytochromes are electron acceptors. C is the correct option. 85 MCQ says that the cell having F plasmid in the chromosome. So what we call that HFR. A is the correct option. MCQs number 86. So 86 MCQ says that a recombination process occurring through the mediation of the prophage. So it is the transduction. B is the correct option. Mordant used in gram staining. So mordant used in gram staining is iodines. B is the correct option. Parasitic form must contain. So parasitic form must contain A is the correct option, capsule. Okay. Gram staining is an example of. So it is an example of simple staining. A is the correct option. Okay. 90. The following cocci are non-motile except staphylococcus. Okay. So except staphylococcus, the rest of the organisms cocci are the motile. So that's all about the 90 MCQs. Inshallah, in the next video we will explain the other 30 MCQ that is related to chapter number 2. I hope this videos help you. Thank you so much for watching.